Right. Let's dive straight in. Chennai Super Kings taking on Sunrisers Hyderabad, Friday, April 25th, down at Chepauk. Big game, high stakes.
Massive. Absolutely massive. CSK were, really staring down the barrel of elimination. Not something you expect.
Definitely not. And SRH, they needed this win too, didn't they, to stay in that playoff hunt and, well, finally get a win in Chennai.
Exactly. Their first win at Chepauk, that's a big psychological hurdle cleared. You could feel the tension.
Yeah, you really could. And CSK batting first after SRH chose to bowl, getting bowled out for a 154 at home. That just feels, well, under par.
Oh, easily. It felt like what could have been innings, didn't it? Just never quite clicked for them.
And SRH, chasing it, they stumbled a bit too. Didn't lose their cool, though. That partnership at the end sealed it.
Yeah, they had their wobbles, but Mendis Reddy saw them home. Jew probably helped a bit towards the end, made batting a touch easier.
Okay, let's break down that CSK batting then. I mean, starting with Shaker Sheet out first ball. Wow.
Yeah, first ball duck. That puts immediate pressure on, doesn't it? The whole dressing room kind of deflates a little, I imagine.
Instantly on the back foot. Though Ayush Mhatre, he came out firing, didn't he? 30 off 18.
He did. Tried to counterattack straight away, which was probably the right approach then. Inject some energy. But it didn't last long.
No. And then we saw Dewald Brevis making his debut. Looked pretty good, I thought. 42 off 25 seemed quite mature for the situation.
He really did. Didn't look phased. Played some really nice shots. Those partnerships he got going with Jadeja and then Dubé, they were vital at that point.
And those 3 sixes in and over, that certainly got the crowd going. Felt like maybe, just maybe, they were building something.
Yeah, that was a definite momentum shift, even if it was temporary.
Yeah.
Showed what he's capable of. But the problem was keeping that momentum going.
Exactly. Because just as they looked like building, boom, quick wickets. Brevis goes, Dubé goes not long after. That must have been so frustrating.
It's kind of been the story for them, hasn't it? These little bursts, but no sustained pressure, no big partnerships through that middle phase. Really costly.
Yeah, you need those anchors, those 50, 60, 70 run stands.
Yeah.
And then Deepak Hooda comes in late, gets a few, nudges them over 150.
Yeah, his little cameo helped definitely push them past that psychological mark, but the finish was, well, poor.
It really was. Look at the 16th over, just 3 runs. And the 17th, 3 runs and a wicket. You just can't afford that in T20.
No way. That's where games are won and lost. They needed, 20, 30 more runs from those last 4 or 5 overs? They just couldn't find the boundary. Wickets kept tumbling.
And a huge reason for that was Harshal Patel, wasn't it? What a spell.
Oh, fantastic. 4 for 28 in his 4 overs. He just knows how to bowl at the death, doesn't he? Those slower balls, the variations.
He was brilliant. Used the pitch well. Seemed like it was holding up a bit. Made it hard to hit straight.
Yeah, he mentioned that, didn't he? Wanted to force them square towards mid-wicket. Very clever bowling.
And he wasn't alone. Cummins got 2, Unadkat got 2. SRH were pretty disciplined overall with the ball.
They were a very clinical performance, as Cummins said later. They stuck to their plans, built pressure, and took wickets at key times. Good captaincy, good execution.
Right. Let's switch to the SRH chase. Started almost identically badly. Abhishek Sharma, duck.
Yep. Another golden duck. Suddenly, the pressure's right back on the chasing side. You need your openers to fire, especially someone like Abhishek.
But Travis Head and Ishan Kishan, they did all right initially, didn't they? Steadied the ship a bit.
They did. Put on a decent stand, absorbed that early shock, looked like they were, getting things under control.
Until they didn't. Head goes, then Klassen goes quickly too. 7 off 8 for Klassen, that's a big wicket.
Huge wicket. Klassen can take the game away so quickly, getting him cheaply, especially with that promotion up the order. CSK must have felt right back in it then.
Oh, definitely. But Ishan Kishan, he hung around. 44 off 34. Wasn't, super explosive, but really important runs.
Absolutely vital innings. He just anchored it, kept the scoreboard moving, held one end up while those wickets were falling. Smart batting, really. Kept the rate manageable.
And just when SRH might have felt okay again, Noor Ahmad gets Aniket Verma. Another twist.
Yeah, Noor strikes. That wicket really tightened things up again. Felt like it could go either way at that point, didn't it? Proper T20 drama.
It did. But then, that partnership, Kamindu Mendis and Nitish Reddy, unbeaten 49-run stand, that was the ball game, wasn't it?
That was it. Match-winning stuff. They just played it so smartly. Didn't panic, took the singles, punished the bad balls. Really mature heads on young shoulders, particularly Reddy.
Reddy really impressed me. Finding those boundaries under pressure, That 4 off Patharana, I think they needed 20 off 21 balls then. That felt big.
Oh, massive. Patharon is usually so difficult to get away at the death. Finding a boundary off him then just released so much pressure. Great shot, great temperament.
And Mendis, what an all-round game he had. We mentioned the runs, 32 not out, but that catch to get Brevis earlier.
Crucial catch. High pressure. Brevis was looking dangerous. Took it cleanly.
And he bowled an over. 1 over, 1 for 7. Just chipped in everywhere.
Proper all-round contribution, wasn't it? Catch, wicket, vital runs. You need players like that to step up in these tight games.
And fittingly, he hit the winning runs. A couple off Jadeja to seal it. Calm finish.
Yeah, no last ball heroics needed. Just got the job done professionally. Great win for SRH.
So, thinking back, what were the absolute key moments, the turning points for you that Rashid first baller has to be up there?
Definitely sets a negative tone right from the start, doesn't it? Puts CSK immediately under the pump.
Then Brevis hitting those sixes. That felt like CSK's best period of the match, really.
Yeah, a real injection of hope. You thought, okay, maybe they can get to 170 here.
But then, almost immediately, that Mendis catch to get Brevis out. Momentum killer.
Huge moment. Stopped Brevis just as he was getting going. Could have cost SRH dearly if he'd stirred in.
And obviously, the Mendis Reddy partnership we just talked about. That resilience in the chase was key.
Couldn't agree more. Held their nerve brilliantly when the pressure was really on.
Couple of other moments. Noor Ahmad's last over going for 13. 2 no balls in there, too. Could have been messy if it was closer.
Yeah, that wasn't ideal from SRH's perspective. Kept CSK sniffing around a bit longer, perhaps. Discipline just slipped for a moment there.
And way back near the start of CSK's innings, Harshal dropped Jadeja, didn't he? Jadeja got 21 after that. Could have made a difference.
It could have. Dropped catches always hurt, don't they?
Yeah.
Especially in relatively low-scoring games, every run counts.
Okay, just a quick recap on the bowling then. Harshal, obviously the star for SRH.
Outstanding. Man of the match, deservedly so. His variations were just too good on that surface.
Cummins and Unadkat, solid support acts with 2 wickets each, effective.
Yep. Kept the pressure on, didn't let CSK settle. Noor got wickets, but was, like you said, a bit expensive at the end.
And for CSK, Khalil and Kamboj started okay, got those early breakthroughs.
They did. Bowled well with the new ball, gave CSK a sniff, especially getting Abhishek early.
Then Noor and Jadeja, the spinners, tried to apply the brakes in the middle.
Yeah, they bowled some tight overs, tried to squeeze SRH. Found a bit more grip than maybe SRH's spinners did in the first innings, according to Dhoni.
But then Patharana's third over, going for 15, that really felt like it broke the back of the chase for SRH.
It did feel like that, yeah. Just gave them that breathing room they needed heading into the final stretch.
Yeah.
Costly over.
So zooming out, the impact. SRH, playoff hopes alive and kicking, first win at Chepauk. Huge boost.
Massive. Breaking that Chepauk jinx is psychologically very important for them and keeps them right in the mix for the top 4. They'll take a lot of confidence from this.
And CSK. Wow. 4 home losses on the trot? That's unprecedented, right? And only 2 wins in 9 games. They're almost gone.
It looks incredibly bleak for them now, doesn't it? Losing at Chepauk, their fortress, repeatedly. That's worrying. The batting, especially the experienced guys, just hasn't fired consistently.
Dhoni mentioned needing to bat better, losing wickets too often, falling short by maybe 15, 20 runs. Seems about right.
Yeah, sums it up, really. They just didn't adapt well enough, especially against the spinners in the middle, and couldn't put enough runs on the board.
It's funny, though, SRH's own much-hyped batting lineup hasn't exactly been setting the world alight consistently this season either.
True. Shows how tough this league is. Conditions change, bowlers adapt. Consistency is really hard to find, even for the best teams.
All right, let's try and summarize this deep dive then. SRH get a vital win. Harshal Patel, the star with the ball. Mendis and Reddy nerveless in the chase. CSK's batting falters again, and they're staring at elimination.
Pretty much sums it up. Contrasting fortunes. Relief and joy for SRH, breaking the jinx, staying alive. For CSK, it's back to the drawing board, lots of questions, and a season that's, well, slipping away fast.
And just a quick look ahead, KKR versus Punjab Kings up next in Kolkata. Another potentially crucial game in that playoff race.
Oh yeah, every game feels huge now, doesn't it? The table is still quite congested in the middle.
It really does. Just shows the unpredictable nature of it all. And, you know, this match really hammered home how important adapting to conditions is. Chepauk wasn't the road we sometimes see. It makes you think, what else could CSK have tried? And can SRH actually build on this now? Some food for thought as we wrap up.